Hello and welcome back to another daily cribbage. Let's see who it is today. JD 2016. Could this be the JD of JD Cribbage? Only one way to find out. I'm sure he's a very good cribbage player. Ace 2-2 king seems like the play. Oh, they played a 7. What does this mean? I think they have fewer 6s than 7s. I assume that they have more 7s because they led a 7. But triple 7, 6, 5 would have been really scary. Instead, they just have 16 points instead of 15 points that I thought they would have had, which is arguably even worse. Anyway, what am I rambling on about? Our opponent has pretty much made it to the milestone, and we are a little bit behind. Can we go 9-7 here? Keep the ace 2-2-5, improves to a lot of points on 10s? I don't think so. I think we have to get rid of ace 9 here. Get the best of both worlds and also play a little bit more safely in the crib. We're going to offload our 5 right now. It's a good time because it means that our opponent, if they paired our 5, would have had to worry about getting tripled. Instead, we managed to weave a very sneaky magic 16. But our opponent, whoa, that is not the best. Maybe we'll come back to that hand. That was apparently needing a little bit more attention. Thought that was the best though. All right, what are we doing here? Should we pay off double 3s or pay off 2s? I think I'll pay off double 3s. See what they've got. Oh, okay. Opponent paired R9. They weren't scared of the triple, or if they were, they didn't have a better option. I think that if they had played the 7 or the 8, they'd be very much worried about us getting a run. Really nice crib for us. Really nice hand. Not too much more to add. Ace 2-2, queen, queen, king. It'd be really nice to keep ace 2-2. I think I'm going to do that. Get rid of king, queen offsuit. And we get rewarded. Very nice. We'll jump up to 19 for a bit of safety. And I think our opponent does have 4s here, but they do have more. Actually, 7-6, our opponent does have 2s there. Yeah. Well, the problem is we see so many of the 2s that our opponent would have to have the last 2. So I think, yeah, it's fine to play the 2 there. Double king keeps together our 4 points in hand. And this 4 points does sometimes improve a lot. We're going to play the 9 here because... The reason why we play the 9 is because we've got the 7 as backup. I think our opponent might have 8s in the back. No, they just had 6, 6, 7, 2. I just thought it was less likely than an 8 because we've seen so many of the 6s so far. I thought they would have more 8s there. Okay. 5-5, 10 jack seems great. Get to throw away king 6, and we even hit a jack on top, so let's go with the jack. Do we have to play out our 5s? Usually the answer is yes, but I'm just going to hope that we're in a good position. See what happens. Yeah, okay, it was all fine. Opponent didn't have any 6s though, so they wouldn't have been able to capitalize if we had gone 5 on their 7. Opponent does get a double run in the crib, which is quite bad actually, because our opponent's pretty close to getting to their milestone. Okay. Ace 3, 6, 7, 9. Probably want to keep the 6, 7, 9 together. Keep the ace 3 together in the crib or the 3 king. I'll keep ace 3 together because if we hit 2s, it's pretty good. We're going to offload our king right here and pretend like we don't have any 7s. Okay, we got a lot of points out of that. Opponent only has 4 points in hand, which is great news. Opponent misses out on their 96. which means that we have a good chance to catch up right now. And how are we going to catch up? I think we're just going to catch up by going 2 king or 7 king. 2 king? 7 king. I actually don't know. Well, we go 7-8, which is the nice thing about keeping 7-8. And a 6, no, a 3, the other kind of run. Yeah, so the nice thing about 7-8 is that it sort of forces your opponent to play out their 5s on the play, which is quite nice. It means that you don't have to worry about them getting the 15s. Okay, this one just looks like ace 2, but does mean that we sort of lack some playability. We could also... No, we can't. We can't do other things here. We'll play our king and then our 5. Only move. 7-7. Pretty scary. 3? Probably a 5 then. Okay. Opponent shown us 8 points, so didn't quite get there. They were a long way off, so it was unlikely. Now we just need to get 6 points with our opponent not getting 5 points. And what do we see here? Well, I see 6 points, and I also see a really playable hand. Get to keep the flush, which also gives us opportunities to what am I saying? I mean, the flush is fairly safe. Don't have another queen. Good game. It's always a bit scary. If our opponent had played those cards in the other order, they would have got 2 extra points and they would have made it. So we got a little bit lucky there. I thought the queen was going to be safe, but turns out to be quite close. What is the tail from this one? We got lots of points on the play. It was pretty similar in hand, pretty similar in crib. So it was a good game from JD. I'm going to call it there for now, but there were some sort of tricky points in that game, which I might revisit at a later date. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.